Konbawa, Sakai. Dobry Mir. Good evening, world. So, apparently there has been a protest as of last Monday in Minnesota over the death of George Floyd, which I feel totally bad for him and his family, very much. And here in Minnesota, it's not going too good. I can tell you that for sure. So, very much, it's not pleasing for me to deal with seeing how a lot of people are destroying the stores and all that stuff. On the brighter note, I've been coming back to my Super Famicom right here, so I can play Mario World, which is next weekend. I found it for like $10. Pretty good deal for a Mario World game for the Super Famicom. And then I'm like coming back to my Dreamcast, which I happened to find a ways of how you could burn the disc image of the Phantasy Star Online pack. Vice versa, disc juggler from a CDI image. So, if a lot of you guys are like asking me how I really like my stuff, such as my white PS4 Pro, I like it a lot since I have a 2TB solid state hybrid drive by Arcuda Seagate. It's pretty awesome, and then I got like 2 more newer games. I am wanting to play Final Fantasy XIV eventually, so I got that free. So I got a Borderlands 3 at Sam's Club for like $9.31. Pretty good deal at Sam's Club. Still planning to test drive it. And then my Modern Warfare game arrived here last Saturday, where I really wanted to play Modern Warfare that much. I really like the Warzone Battle Royale part of the Modern Warfare. It's just, I wanted to get the physical copy of Modern Warfare. So, I pretty much like it a lot. And Friday, the day before, Friday, the day of my annual meeting after my white PS4 Pro arrived, I got the stand from Chesterfield, England, and very much I thought I was going to get the slim part of the stand. I was mistaken. It came with the Pro part of the stand, the Pro attachment part of the stand, which that was very much easier. I got this from Chesterfield, England, which it's pretty cool. This is kind of my first European purchase. And yes, down there it's in Russian. Well, it's a pretty cool stand. I like it a lot. And yes, I've managed to get my data from my black PS4 Pro transferred to my newer white PS4 Pro 72 series from Japan, and I very much like it a lot. It's a solid state hybrid drive. And then Sunday, I met this James guy from a Facebook Marketplace, who I got the SoundPod's true wireless Bluetooth earbuds from an iHip that has 5.0 Bluetooth version. And then Tuesday, I got a AirPods Pro, which I really like. Let me get my other one. Sorry about the mess. So, this is the AirPods Pro I got on eBay for $200. I wanted to get the AirPods Pro, so I waited for it to come down in price on eBay. So it was a $200 listing on eBay with the Type-C cable and the 3 earpiece tips. And then you got the SoundPods that looks like the AirPods very much. And compared to those two, this one has micro and the other one has lightning, as you can tell. And they're a lot different. Just say if you like opened it, for example, the AirPod Pros are like a lot more comfortable than the sound pods. And better distancing with it. It's what I like a lot of the times. So I pretty much like the AirPods Pro a lot more since I've waited to get it to come. I've waited to get one that's come down in price. So, and very much the white PS4 Pro is pretty awesome, man. I even got a lot of good games. I even decided to play Destiny 2 on it next weekend. And Modern Warfare, so I got a lot of my PS4 Pro, a lot of my PS4 games like Uncharted, Nathan Drake Collection, and Thieves, and for the PlayStation Plus. And as I said in my show, I am considering about getting a Nico account, so I can go Nico live from the Nico end of it. So I really like the white Pro. It's quieter than my black one, than the initial black PS4 Pro 7015, and this is 7200. And so I may be planning on getting rid of my initial black PS4 Pro with the 1TB hard drive that initially came in my white PS4 Pro from Japan. So that way there are two hard drives. There's another hard drive, 1TB, for backup. For like whether or not you need it. It's very much going to be in the listing end of it. So the white, and it's even good practice for my Japanese language, so that's why I have Phantasy Star 4. I mean, Phantasy Star Online 2 Episode 4. I plan to get more games for the PS4 Pro. I plan to just, because I have like 3572 games on the PS4 Pro. Very much. It's just I can't remember which is which. And pretty much, and then I got an iPod dock for my iPod Classic, which, sorry if I'm trying to block that sunlight. It's a dock I got, which it's a pretty cool one. Something I've wanted for my iPod Classic at the downtime end of it. And people are not going to be pleased with it. Just the GameStop in the Midway are up, and Uptown maybe. The GameStop in the Midway in St. Paul is burned down, which I'm not pleased about. Kind of like I want to throw a beehive at the Destructor people. And considerably, the only downfall I have is that you gotta reinitialize the DVD Blu-ray playback again. So that's very much going to be there. So I'm pretty much liking the white PS4 Pro a lot. And I do plan on playing Modern Warfare Revised. I plan to play the revised version of Modern Warfare next weekend. Very much I plan to. Since I'm gonna be at home next weekend. So that'd be cool to play. And Phantasy Star Online, I am in level 6 in Phantasy Star Online version 2 on the Dreamcast, and very much I'm trying to level up my character so I can play with the other people online. Because next weekend I'm going to be playing more. And I may need some ropes. I may want to learn the ropes of how to real play the game. Because, I mean, I'm getting to level 7. Like, it's like 506 points, experience points to go till I get to level 7. And so I'm pretty excited about it. Shout out to my sister Leah for tuning into my show. Shout out to my best friend Jesse and my buddy Zach, who I consider my brother, for tuning into my show. Shout out to Ken Urso from Care 11 News for tuning into my show. For very much covering the news about the Minnesota protest. And shout out to Sam for tuning into my show, along with my parents. Shout out to Laura and Kirsten for tuning into my show. Shout out to Marisa and Gary for tuning into my show, along with Peter and Bets. And shout out to Uncle Officer Joe for tuning into my show. Along with my newer subscribers for tuning into my show, like my workers from my work, like Nando, Tyler, Cole, Eric, and Nick. Shout out to those from my work for tuning into my show, along with Brock and Ian, my managers. It's very much exciting to do things. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. So, very much I'm glad about my White Pro. It's just pretty exciting. So, I'm very much excited as best I can to go for the White Pro. So, I might want to get more games for it. I might. It's just excitement going on for the White Pro. So I do plan on playing Borderlands 3 probably before I come to work, cause for Modern Warfare I gotta get the campaign and the special ops and the multiplayer games downloaded next weekend during my home weekend. That's one of the things I gotta do. And as you can tell, how I like the PS4 Pro, it's a 9.5 out of 10. So very much I love it a lot. Just like I love my iPad Pro. So my PSN ID and my Xbox Live gamer tag is up there, and my Nintendo Switch friend code is up there. Please comment, subscribe, like, and follow. Всем спасибо за просмотр моя шоу, мир. Minasan, bokuno show mitaga arigatou gozaimashita, Sakai. Thank you for watching my show. Later, world, and please be safe, Minnesota. Cause there's gonna be a lot of honking like a train horn anger out there, so be very careful on your path in St. Paul and Minneapolis. And good luck. Oyasumi nasai, Sakai. Good night, world.